Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to apologize for the lighting. It is really bright in this room. It's like a sun catching room at this time of day, so it is really bright. Anyhow, today we are doing my pregnancy update video. Another week has passed so quickly, so quickly. But first off, if you are new here, then my name is Amanda. Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. I'm a mummy of 7 children, 2 boys, 5 girls, and I'm pregnant with number 8. No, we do not know the gender yet. It is way too early. So we are now 7 weeks pregnant already. It seems like I blinked and weeks have passed already. It's gone so quick. Yeah, so we're 7 weeks on the dot today. I have spoken to my midwife. We have booked in with my midwife service. We have gone with the NHS this time. I just feel that's the right thing to do this time around, so we've gone with the NHS, and they have put me in on their books. We've discussed what's going to go with going forward. They obviously already know me. We're already very friendly with each other. We know each other well. As soon as I told them my surname, she said, "Oh, hi Amanda, how are you? Number 8." So yeah, they knew who I was, which was quite funny. There's quite a few mummies there that have big families. There's a couple that have 14, 15 kids. So, you know, I'm not the only one with a big family that goes to my NHS midwife in our area. But yeah, we talked about booking in for appointments and how they're going to work, obviously with the current pandemic going on. We will be having appointments over the phone. All of my antenatal appointments will be over the phone, and we will discuss obviously whatever we need to do, how I'm feeling. I have a blood pressure machine, things like that at home that I can keep an eye on at home and just kind of report back to my midwife. As for blood tests and things like that, they will be done at the hospital when I have my first scan. So it's kind of all of that will be done in one area. My scan is at 12 weeks. Here in the UK, you have your first scan at the 12 weeks, unless of course you want to pay to go privately and you have it done that way. But I don't do that. I just wait until the 12-week one. Yeah, I got my appointments through the post this morning, and we've got our first antenatal phone call set up, ready and waiting. In the first one, we just basically fill out our books. I'll tell her all the information. She'll put it all in the book and get it all written out. And that'll obviously stay with me through my pregnancy. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. They were so sweet, so sweet over the phone. And I was talking to one of the girls that I know very well, and she was really nice to me. And she was, you know, she kept saying to me, "Congratulations, oh, you're such a good mummy. You're going to have such a lovely pregnancy. I just wish I could see you." She kept voicing her concerns about how she's not getting in to see her mummies that she takes care of. She can't see them face to face until they give birth. And it's just, she found it really hard. She did. She kept saying to me, "I love my mummies and I really want to see them," but she just couldn't. Obviously, with the whole situation, it is really difficult. But the main thing is that obviously if you are pregnant, you really do need that antenatal care. I can't stress that enough. You really do need it. So we discussed, when I spoke to the midwife, we did discuss taking supplements and what I would need. Because I am a bigger lady and I have a higher BMI, I do need obviously extra supplements on top of what you would normally take in pregnancy anyway. So I've got them here actually. So I'm taking this one. This is the 7C's standard pregnancy prenatal supplement, and it has the exact recommended level of folic acid, minerals, iron, vitamin D, and it has a bit of ginger in it as well to help with morning sickness. Can't really say that's helping, but anyway, on top of that, I take this as well. This is, if you can see it, there we go. This is the folic acid supplement, but it has added extra vitamin D in there, because I need extra folic acid and vitamin D, because obviously I am a bigger girl and I need that in there to make sure that baby is thriving. So I'm getting all the supplements that I need at this present time. Obviously, I'll continue to take them all the way through my pregnancy anyway, to make sure that baby's healthy, to make sure that I'm healthy and everything's going the right way. Next thing I want to talk about is how I've been feeling. At the moment, as you can imagine, you possibly could be in the same boat yourself if you're pregnant and you just found out you're pregnant. It's been really, really stressful. It's been filled with anxiety, like absolutely filled with anxiety. I suffer with anxiety generally as a person anyway, but lately it's been really, really quite severe. Since I found out I was pregnant, my anxieties kind of just went through the roof, and I found myself having like anxiety attacks for no reason whatsoever, and feeling like I can't breathe. Even though I know that I can breathe, I just feel like I can't. So yeah, my anxiety's been through the roof. We've had a really tough time as a family as well, because two very, very dear people have left us. We lost, first off, my great auntie, which was really difficult in itself. I haven't seen her for a long time, but she was such a beautiful woman. Always, always, always glamorous. Always glamorous. Always had her makeup on, always had her dresses on. She just looked gorgeous all the time. Such a beautiful, beautiful, happy woman. It wasn't anything to do with COVID-19. It wasn't anything to do with that. It was other reasons. But we lost her, and that was absolutely awful. And at the same time, we were going through something else with my nana. My nana was in hospital, and she had gone in because she'd had a fall, and she went in to have a hip replacement. And during the operation, she had a spinal anesthetic, so she was awake during the operation, but she felt unconscious, and they didn't know why, and she was unconscious for a good few days, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We were all very distraught because my nana is like my second mummy. We were all very, very close, but then she woke up, and they didn't think she was going to make it when she was asleep and unconscious. So we were all prepared for that. But then she woke up, and she was talking, and she was up and sitting in her chair. She was dressed, and we expected for her to come home. So we prepared, you know, for all of us to go and see her when she got back. And then I spoke to my mum, and she said, "Oh, Nana's talking to me. And she's been fine. She's asked me to go and get her some water from the shop, because my nana loves loved water, like bottled water." And everything was fine. And then the next day, it was Easter Sunday, and I was playing with the kids. My mum rang, and I couldn't understand what she was saying. And her partner came on the phone and told me that my nana had passed suddenly. She'd gone to sleep, and she didn't wake up. That's been happening, and that was really, really difficult for us. So yeah, when we lost my nana, and that kind of made everything so much harder to deal with. Like I say, we were very, very close. I don't really know what else to say on her heart. It's still very, very fresh. So I don't really know what else to say. I'm going to stop talking about that, but that's put a huge strain on everybody's stress levels and anxiety levels and just mental health in general. It was very unexpected. So yeah, that's kind of made my anxiety worse, and my stress levels have just kind of been a little uncontrollable at times, which has been really, really difficult. So I'm trying to function through it properly. So obviously, because mummy needs to be healthy for baby. So yeah, I've kind of put myself where I don't know what to say anymore. So yeah, that happened, and we're all trying to get through it. Her funeral isn't yet, but it will come around soon. So yeah, so I'm going to move on from that subject because that's really still very, very hard to talk about. Okay, symptoms. What symptoms have I had? So over the last week, I've started feeling really quite sick. I thought because we've reached, a little bit further along than I did with my last pregnancy and I was feeling okay, I thought we were going to miss the morning sickness, but no, that didn't go to plan. No, that came up, it crept up on behind me, and it got me pretty good. So everything's making me feel nauseous at the minute. It's mainly around, in between about 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I start to feel quite queasy and horrible. So it seems to be like a regular thing every day. It's always the same time that I start to feel worse. That's really kind of putting a dampener on a damper. What's the word I'm looking for? Downer? I don't know, is it putting a downer on everything? Because I feel really sick. It's really hard to function when you feel really sick all the time. That, and I've been really, really, really tired. Like really tired, like overwhelmingly tired. I keep falling asleep. I'm sleeping through the night like a log, like I don't hear a thing. But then I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be fine for a minute, have some breakfast, and then I feel tired again. And I just want to go to sleep. Like right now, I feel exhausted. It's now almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I feel really sick and I feel really tired. So it's kind of a regular thing. It's almost like there's a pattern. So yeah, I'm really, really tired. But at the same time, I feel sick, I feel tired, and I'm really hungry. So at the same time feeling sick, I'm really hungry. But if I eat anything, I feel even more sick. So it's like a vicious circle that I've got myself into. But again, with the anxiety mixed into that, I think it's kind of my anxiety is making the sickness worse, and it's making how tired I am worse as well. So it's kind of a bit of a mix of things going on, and it's all like a vicious circle. Yeah, that horrible taste in my mouth, that horrible, awful, awful, awful taste that I've had. I can't stress it enough. I say this every time, but I think it's called dysgeusia. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure, but I think it's dysgeusia. It's basically where you get the metallic taste in your mouth. It never tastes like a metallic taste. It's just a horrible, horrible, bitter taste. And it stays with me all day. All day. It doesn't matter what I have. It's just a horrible taste. But mind you, saying that, it actually gets worse if I have anything sweet. And anything sweet makes me feel really nauseous. So anything sweet is kind of off the cards. I keep trying to eat yogurts and things like that, like Greek style yogurts with fruit in, but it just makes me feel awful. So I may have to cut those out. I don't think it's anything else apart from how tired, sick and stressed and anxiety filled I've been. But again, with the current circumstances and everything we've been going through as a family, it's been really, really stressful. You just kind of can't get away from it. Other thing that I've had going on is I've had the worst hay fever. I don't know whether it's because I'm pregnant that seems to have made it worse, or it's just a bad year for hay fever sufferers. But it's been really affecting my asthma, and I'm really, really congested. I don't know if you can hear, but it's actually caused a sinus infection as well. So at the moment I'm taking antibiotics and antihistamines as well. Normally they would advise against you taking antihistamines during pregnancy, but my doctors told me that they will not affect the baby. They're not advised to be used during pregnancy. I'm not really sure why, but he did assure me was no effect against the baby. But he said that because I'm having asthma attacks and I'm suffering quite badly, that I need to stay on them because the benefits kind of outweigh the negative effects. And obviously, like I said, I can't stress enough that the ones that I'm taking Pyretes antihistamines. They do not affect the baby at all. There are nasal sprays and other antihistamines that do affect the baby, and they can have a bad effect on a little tiny baby in your tummy. So if you're going to take an antihistamine, always check with your doctor first, because they know their stuff and they know what you can and can't have. So yeah, I'm taking Pyretes and antibiotics to try and get rid of any infection that I've had going on. Cravens, I keep looking down because I've got my notes underneath me. Cravens, my husband keeps saying to me, you never have salad cream, and you have salad cream on everything now. Just fancied a bit of salad cream. The only other thing really is mushrooms. I don't ever eat mushrooms, but all of a sudden I wanted mushrooms, and now I don't want mushrooms. So that was a bit of a weird one. Avocado, yes, avocado. I seem to be eating a lot of avocado, which is what I had in my last pregnancy. I just wanted avocado. So I kind of have it in, I've had a smoothie. I had an avocado smoothie, green juicy thing this morning. I've been having it on toast, on rye breads, on pasta. I had it in pasta. I literally have had avocado on everything. So I suppose you could call that a craving, because I do really want avocado. Weight gain, I haven't gained any weight. I've stayed the same. I would love to have been a lot lighter in weight before we fell pregnant, but babies have their own ideas. When they want to turn up in there, they want to turn up in there. Excuse me. I do have like a lot of repeating going on. If I eat something, I tend to burp a lot. I know that's not very ladylike, but I tend to get a lot of that as well. But yeah, no, weight gain, I haven't gained anything. I've stayed quite steady. And I really don't want to gain too much. Being a bigger girl anyway, I don't want to gain too much through the pregnancy. Maternity clothing, I haven't needed any as of yet. I have been looking to buy some ready for when I do need it. I've been looking at some summery stuff, because obviously I'm going to be not heavily pregnant, but midway pregnant through the summer heat. So I want to make sure that I'm prepared and I've got what I need, because when you go to it in that time period, it's always sold out. So I want to make sure that I get it now, so I'm ready and feel comfortable. Do I have any gender guesses? Okay, so yesterday I was convinced it was a boy. Today I'm convinced it is a girl. So it's a 50-50 chance, I suppose. It's hit and miss. You see, with my boys, I always felt really ridiculously tired. I was napping all the time when I was pregnant with them, and it was just, I was exhausted all the time. But I didn't get sick with the boys. I always got sick with the girls. I always got really sick with the girls, and I had the taste of dysgeusia in my mouth all the time with the girls. So I've got symptoms of both. So it's 50-50, and they say that a mother knows what she's going to have, but this time I really don't. Maybe it's one of each. Well, what if there's two and it's one of each? That's something to think about, isn't it? Can you imagine if it was twins or more? Oh my lord, could you imagine? Sonographer tells me that there's more than one in there. I think I'd probably laugh really hard. But yeah, that is 7 weeks in a nutshell. It's been a really hard one, and I did feel like I was really unprepared to do this video, and I was kind of really jotting down notes really quickly, because there's just been so much going on with homeschooling and, like I said, family stuff, which has been really difficult. I keep looking up because I actually have a picture of my Nana and Granda up on the wall looking at me. And it's really difficult to look at. It is really difficult to look at, because they were, I can't even stress to you enough how important they were and are and always will be. And it's just hard to think that they're not there anymore. So that's why I keep looking up, because I feel like she's kind of watching me. My granddad's like smiling in this picture. So yeah, it's been a really difficult time. So we're trying to do as much as we can. And I know this video is kind of higgledy-piggledy and all over the place, but I just obviously didn't want to leave you guys without a video, and didn't want you to not know what was going on and how, you know, the pregnancy was progressing, because I really want to keep up to date. I did struggle in my last pregnancy to keep going with the updates because things again were really stressful. But this time, even though it's stressful and there's loads of stuff going on, I really want to keep up with my videos being posted to keep you guys involved in this journey with us. So with that said, I'm actually going to stop talking now because this video is getting so long. And yeah, if you're new, then definitely hit the like button and subscribe. No, the subscribe button and the like the video. Oh, I'm going to stop now. It's just so stressful. Yeah, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because we would love to have you as part of our family. And hopefully next week's video will be a little bit more organised and a little less all over the place. And I love you all, and I thank you all for coming on this journey with me. And I hope, if you are newly pregnant or pregnant at all, I hope your pregnancy journey is going amazing and everything is going the way you planned it to. And I hope that everybody out there is stress-free in the next couple of weeks, because I'm hoping that this lockdown will soon end and we can get back to our normal lives. I love you all. I'm going to stop talking now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.